Hello, this is Ace, and we are going to be back to doing these. We're going to be attempting to do these anyway. We'll see how this goes. These are no damage run-throughs of Sonic stages. Now, I've called these perfect runs. It does not mean I'm going to be going through and getting all the rings in the stage. In this game, at least, it's impossible due to how the special stages work. But at the least, I think going through and getting every ring is going to be very, very boring to watch. So, by that standards, I'm just going to stick to the no damage thing. And any additional rules I'll apply on top of that. So without further ado, here is Sonic Chaos. And I'm doing this game mostly for practice. And in retrospect, it was an awful game to pick for practice because, let's be honest, it's Sonic Chaos. You will see what I mean. As soon as I start playing this, you will see what I mean. Oh dear. Here we go again. Oh dear. Eggman has captured a single solitary Chaos Emerald. Whatever shall we do? I mean, aside from capture the other Chaos Emeralds, because by themselves Chaos Emeralds are not the most useful of things, I guess. And it's just your name is Shadow the Edgelord. Hello, this is Sonic Chaos, and this game exists. It certainly exists. No one can deny it exists. It exists. And that is about the kindest thing you can say about this game. It exists. We have a choice of two characters, just Sonic and Tails. Tails can fly in this game. He flies somewhat like the Kirby in the old Kirby games, so you have to hold up to fly. It's very weird. He has more lives than Sonic. He doesn't have to collect the Chaos Emerald, and he's slower than Sonic, so we're going with Sonic. This is in all respects a bad idea, because Sonic controls like absolute ass in this game. And that's not just me being elitist funny. He controls really badly in this game. The game just seems to be on the permanent ice physics the entire game time, including when you're not even on the ground. So it's just very, what the hell? Yeah, it's hard to get across how bad this controls, but it controls really badly. And let's just put it that way. It just, I actually think this game is worse than Sonic 2 on the Game Gear, if only because of how Sonic controls. It's like someone looked at a Sonic game through a misty, glassy window, thought, I can replicate that, didn't bother going playing the games, you know, they just looked at it through a glassy window, and tried to replicate it in MS Paint. You may be wondering, hang on, MS Paint is not a programming language, and you'd be right. Hence my point. Also meet the Rocket Boots. The Rocket Boots, they're good for bits like that, but they're very clearly set up for bits like that, rather than anything challenging. They're never used in an interesting fashion, so... And they've, again, controls are the big hindrance here. We are fast approaching this first special stage. Now, you may be wondering, why are you collecting every single ring? When you just had a bit of a spiel about not collecting every single ring, it's boring. Well, this is how you enter the special stages in this game. Just collect 100 rings, you enter a special stage. Simple as that. I suppose they had to do it at some point. So, I think you also... Did you also get a 1-up there? I wasn't actually paying much attention to my life counter. Because I think you also get the 1-up as well. So... It's just a bit silly. By the way, we don't actually go back to Act 1. We are just ending the act. That's the end of the level. Simple as that. I think the end's coming up anyway. Here we go. Now, in defense of this game, the special stages are actually somewhat challenging, other than that one. That one can just exists for getting 1-ups you blatantly need. Because this game is bull-crushingly hard, he lies. Through his teeth. Gritted. Also meet the world's worst speed boots, because they don't actually speed Sonic up very much. Because Sonic can't physically go fast. The game just decides, oh, you've got speed boots? Here, have some lag instead. I don't think they actually speed him up, they just make a happy little tune. Well, if they do speed him up, they speed him up so little, it's hard to actually tell. Oh no, I picked up the power up too early. Whatever shall I do against the onslaught of enemies? Any time now, folks. Now, also in defense to Act 2, there's far fewer rings in Act 2, so you're not guaranteed to get 100. So I'm going the path where I can get 100. And you do need to be kind of perfect on this, so you need to collect every ring. But it does get you 100, and that's the point. Sonic, can you not roll after you land? It's really annoying. Yeah, anyone who likes to complain about, say, Sonic Force controls that just hasn't played this game to see how bad 2D Sonic controls can actually get. Boing. And we're nearly done. We have now collected everything on this path, so good for us. And that guarantees you getting into the special stage. This one is slightly more challenging than the other one. Which way do you start? We start this one. This one, alternate between sides up until you don't alternate between sides. If that makes sense. At some point this bit likes to trick you. Like here. And then we go back to alternating. And then we have to bounce on this final string and get the House Emerald. It's actually it's just easy, just bounce up. What I don't like is how they introduce you to a new mechanic for the special stage under a time limit. So you've got to get used to the mechanic, and it's just like, oh, the time's run out. It's kind of silly. But that's this game in a nutshell, kind of silly. We are also reaching the only other hard bit of this stage, other than the randomly occasional, hi, here's an enemy, which obviously plagued Act 1 and 2, but they do exist, so I can't pretend they don't. There's a spikes here. There they are, hello. It's actually possible, and I've done this before, there's some rings that are blatantly for the boss, to land on those because you're not expecting them. And that was a boss, apparently. That existed. Well, that stage, it happened.
Was almost too easy.
Prepare for a shock. I'm not awarding this so much. Yeah, well, that sums it up. I don't even think I've got anything to say about the level. No, I think we're done.